What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. So before I actually get into the main basis of this video, I'm just going to mention that I have uploaded a previous video to this today, and I will also be uploading another video later on tonight. So I'll be producing 3 videos today, and make sure you subscribe for the one later, and also go and check out my previous video, which I've already covered earlier. So yeah, and as well as that, if I sound weird, if I have a lisp, I've got braces on yesterday, so it might sound a bit stupid. I feel stupid, but nothing I can do about that. But anyway, let's just go into the main part of this video, which is looking at the version 5.1 patch notes for Fortnite Battle Royale. And I will not be covering the Save the World part of Fortnite, so you'd have to check that yourself if you want to actually find out more about that. So let's just go into the first thing that you probably all know about, but I'm going to cover it anyway. And it's the birthday event. You can now find birthday cakes placed around the map with consumable slices next to them. Enjoy those tasty treats. And what that means is, beside the big massive cake that you actually get, that actually counts towards your challenges, on the ground beside those cake slices, and the slices give you 5 more health and 5 more shield instantly when consumed. And it's basically like combining a mushroom and an apple together, and you get a slice of cake. So, great formula for maths if you didn't know. But complete the 3 birthday event challenges to unlock a new emote, spray and backbling. So the battle bus and the supply drops have also been decorated to celebrate their first birthday. So that will be shown on the screen right now. Because it's changed a lot, and you know, I'll let the volume and the music of the battle bus play right now as well. So yeah, it's basically just the battle bus. No, the battle bus is basically singing happy birthday to Fortnite, and yeah, that's what they've actually changed about the battle bus. And not really sure about supply drops, but I suppose that you'll probably see them in the gameplay. But anyway, the next part of the patch notes is the playground mode is returned. So solely Playground Viewpoint version 2. So it's not out just now, I don't believe, but it will come out tomorrow, because it says here that it will return on July 25th, which is tomorrow. And you probably already know what Playground is, so I'm not going to cover that. But what is actually new to this version 2 from the version 1? So players can now switch teams in game, join the same team to work together creatively, join separate teams to practice fighting each other. No voice chat will remain on across all teams, so you'll still be able to speak to everyone, even if you're in different teams. Future iterations of the mode will offer more customization, so later they'll actually you might actually be able to change it. That's what I mean by that. And aim assist will work when using a gamepad against players on an opposing team. Match will no longer end if one player leaves the server. Golf carts have been added and spawn 100% of the time. Ammo cans or boxes can spawn 10 times the amount of ammo. Remove the grey vending machines, increase the chances of higher tier machine spawning. Increase launch and bounce pads spawn likelihood. Lowered force glider deploy height, so players can get back into the action more quickly. So you won't deploy a glider very high above the ground, you'll deploy a lot slower. That's basically what that means. And increase max rocket ammo capacity to 60 from 16, not 16, 13. So that's pretty good. Increase rocket ammo drop rates, so get rocket ammo more frequently. Added 100 supply drops, just like the llamas. Chest now spawn 3 weapons and more ammo and consumables than normal. Floor loot now spawn 3 items. Increase chug jug and slurp juice spawn chances. Decrease bandages. Added chug jugs to floor loot. Respawn timer load from 10 seconds from 3 seconds, so once you die, it will only take 3 seconds before you can spawn in instead of 10 like in the previous playground mode. So now into the next part, which is weapons and items. So as you probably know, the compact SMG has been added, or the P90, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know what Epic is thinking about, like with like the damages of this, because for the Epic variant, the base damage is 23, and for the legendary it is 24. So it might not sound much, but it's got a rapid it's basically got a rapid fire attachment on it, but it doesn't. But anyway, it uses light ammo just like all SMGs, fitting in capacity just like the Tommy gun, can be found from floor loot, chests, supply drops and vending machines, so basically anywhere you can think of. Slip juice now grants 1 health every 0.5 seconds up to a total of 75. If health is full, shield will be granted instead. So you probably saw that like in YouTube videos or maybe in Reddit if you go on Reddit. So yeah, that's a pretty big buff to the slurp juice, because it's necessary, because I don't think that before the update slurp juice was actually a purple item, but I feel like it does actually deserve it now. But anyway, the weapons and the supply drop rates have adjusted. So for the weapons, which the supply drop only drops 1, just the same as it used to. But the assault rifles have changed from 25% from 14.2%. So explosives to 25% from 28.5%, so less chance of getting explosives. Compact SMG is basically 15%. Sniper rifles to 14.58%. From 28.5%, so it's a massive nerf, I guess you could say, but kind of buff. I'm not sure, whatever you feel. Heavy shotgun to 10.42 from 7.1%. Minigun to 10.42 from 14.2%. This is the best part about the weapons drops from supply drops. They've removed the hand cannon, dual pistols, and silence pistol, so you're not getting any of them in supply drops. Not being disappointed when you don't get something good. So for traps now, and the supply drop drops too. The launch pad has been changed to 44.44% from 9.6%, so it's a massive buff to that, to the launch pad, because you rarely ever get launch pads, and you'll be getting them almost 50% of the time now, so that's actually really good, and it gives you a much bigger chance considering there's 2 that drops per supply drop. So that's like 4 times, that's been buffed like 4 times the standard rate. So the Cozy Campfire to 33.33 from 7.5, Bouncer to 22.22% from 15%, and the best part, they've removed damage traps. Thank God, because I actually hate getting damage traps, because they're like the most common things to actually get. But anyway, the consumables, they also dropped 2 consumables. Shield Potion to 20% from 19.1, not that big of a buff, but there's still a buff. Small Shield Potion to 17.5. From 12.7, so a bit of a buff there as well. Medkit to 13.75 from 6.3, that's a pretty big buff. Slurp Juice to 11.25 from 5.11, so that's a pretty big buff again. Cleaner to 10% from 6.3, Remote Explosives to 10% from 3.3, Impulse Grenade to 10% from 4%, Chug Jug to 7.5 from 2.1%, Remove Boogie Bombs, Grenades, Bandages, Stink Bombs, Portaforce and Bush. So you won't be getting any of them from the supply drop. So pretty good and strong buff so far from supply drops. Now materials, they now drop 2 types of materials. Wood to 33% from 47.6%. Stone to 33% from 35.7%. Metal to 33% from 16.6%. So the gameplay changed to building materials. Wood wall, materials have been nerfed quite a bit in this update, because they're just trying to like make building like not really that useful. Like they're trying to make people use just cover and like the world itself, rather than actually building walls. Even though Fortnite is actually based on building, it doesn't really make any sense, and a lot of people aren't actually happy with this. But what can you do? But wood wall starting health 280 from 100, so that's a nerf. Stone wall starting health to 80 from 90. Wood wall max health to 150 from 200. Metal wall max health to 500 from 400. Metal build time to 25 seconds from 20 seconds. Storm circle changes. Save zone to wait time to 120 from 150. Safe zone 2 strength time to 120 from 90. Safe zone 4 wait time to 90. Basically, there's no point in actually going over all of them, but basically there's a shorter period of time from in between storms. So that's basically what that means. The sprint by default option when enabled. This makes the sprint makes sprint the default movement. The sprint key will now be used to transition into walking. Newly placed building PCs will now appear in a different colour while players are still overlapping the structure. Improved handling of collision when building PCs are placed right on top of a player. It's much more likely for players to be moved outside of a newly placed structure. I'm not really gonna look in any of them. not really much in bug fixes either. Yeah, and I think that is actually going to be. Actually, no, there's art and animation. Prevented sprays from affecting the eyes of the Rainbow Smash. So if you've got that pickaxe, then you'll like that update. The toilet paper contrail animations now appear correctly. I've not even got that yet, so I'm not sure what happens with that. And the replay system changed the icon when a player has been down to an exclamation mark. Battle Bus positioning now appears correctly in replays, fixing an issue with focus distance when changing cameras and replays. Nothing really too good. And for all of those mobile players, I will also cover that. Downloading patches will now continue when you switch to a different app. When the download has completed, you'll receive a notification. Fire mode selection now has preview videos to better illustrate the functionality, I should say. Added new placeable individual quick bar buttons to the HUD layout tool. Can be set to either locked combat, locked build, or automatic mode to switch based on the player's currently selected mode. Tapping a currently selected build item from the quick bar will now build the item. And that's mainly all for the Battle Royale section. And yeah, that's really all for the patch notes for this. If you want to check, as I've said, if you want to check the Save the World section, then be my guest, you do it in your own time, because I'm not going to go over that because I don't even play it. But yeah, that's really all for this video. And if you did enjoy this video, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe also for the later video, and make sure you check out the previous video. And goodbye.